The following is a presentation of Manatee Schools Television in association with TV production teachers and students.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the MSTV Game of the Week presentation. You join us as we are here to the home of the Bruins, Bayshore High School, as they take on the Southeast Seminoles in a classic matchup of two teams with two different tales. Coming into this game right now, the Bruins are 0-4. And coming into this game on fire, the Seminoles are 7-0, so undefeated versus a team that has not found their strides just yet. A little recap from last year as these teams face off twice. Southeast took both of those games handily, 3-0. So it was a very big sweep. Bayshore here looking to get a little bit of payback on this year. And we're also excited to be back again. I believe this is my second broadcast on the year, especially our second broadcasted volleyball game. So now we're going to be in full swing of the season. And the most important part about it is we got help. We done called in the A team. We want to give a big shout out to MTC, who's helping us out tonight, and we'll give roll call a little bit later. But until that time, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you around. Don't go anywhere just yet. We'll be right back when the game starts. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the MSTV Game of the Week presentation. The Bruins versus the Seminoles as they come into their hometown on their own home court. Just a quick history about both of the teams here. Bayshore coming in off a losing streak from SMA. They went 3-1 on that one, so able to steal a set away. And GC Heat, they were able to not take a set there. They went 3-0. Southeast, on the other hand, absolutely scorching the competition. Took a game from Booker, 3-0, and took another game from Hardy, 3-0. So this team is well oiled, and they're functioning on all cylinders. And it looks like, I believe, everyone but number 4 is out there for the Seminoles tonight. And the roster for Bayshore, everyone is here and accounted for. I was watching warm-ups, and one thing you see about these Seminoles girls is that they're athletic. They're getting over the net, and they're hitting it hard, and they're hitting it to the ground. And so that's going to be a big problem for the Bruins on trying to send those back and be able to dig those hard attacks from the corners off the ground. The Seminoles are coached very well, a good squad, good game plan, and good hitters, and with recipes like that, that only leads to success out here on the volleyball court. And we got the ref making an appearance, showing her beautiful smile as she gets ready to climb up the top of the ladder there.
Can you tilt down a little more?
Giving the line girls a little bit of instruction. And the crowd tonight, pretty decent in size, good size amount of people here, showing their support for the Bruins and for the Seminoles. You love to see the crowd getting involved, especially at this high school level, because as much as it is about competition, it's also about community and family. And speaking of high school level, one of the biggest announcements in my time is that the state championships will no longer be in Lakeland. So if you haven't heard, they're moving everything to Jacksonville, home of the Jaguars, but that's not important. They don't do anything these days. Actually home to North Florida, so all the championship games now will be held at North Florida. So if you've been going to Lakewood Ranch, sorry, excuse me, not Lakewood Ranch, but if you've been going to Lakeland since the 90s, that will change. As we get into the swing of things for the first set of the game, first serving mean, Leah Holmbeck is going to get an ace. Right off the top, the Seminoles wasting no time, getting some points on the board here. Holmbeck back behind the line. Up and over, and she's going to catch the tip of the net. Going to send the ball Bruins' way with a point attached as well. And set behind the line for the Bruins, number 7, Lavinia. Lavinia's going to hit that one over. Going to be dug out of the ground, popped up in the air for number 14. She's going to get a great hit on it. Antonia Brown, one of the taller girls on this team, and she got some ups. It got to be the shoes. If you look back on the replay, she gets pretty high, over, attacks the dead space, and that's what you love to see. Behind the line now is number 3, Tyra Griggs, who's able to get herself an ace as well. So that's going to increase their lead to 3-1 here for the Seminoles. Griggs behind the line. Up and over, and she's going to touch the net, so a little bit of a pattern going on for the Seminoles. One good serve, and then one that hits the net after. For Bayshore, Azaria Fisher getting her first serve, the libero in the squad. She's up, she's away, and she catches the net. 4-2 now as that point gets sent to Seminoles. And looks like both teams making a sub here. Coming in for Bayshore, number 21, Alexa Pena. And the libero for Southeast, number 1, Elise Bush. As she serves as well. Gets a good serve and gets another ace. 5-2. I believe that is the 3rd ace. Let me keep a tally here. Looks like there's going to be a lot of that tonight as the serves are finding their way over the net and very hard. Another serve. Dug up by the Bruins. Set. And it's hit back over. Popped in the air for the Seminoles. A good set to the outside. Going to get a patty cake across to the Bruins. They're going to attack it at the net. They do. Seminoles able to evade that. Got their corner hitter, Brown. She got a piece of it. Bruins are able to fight it back. Up and over. Another set to the middle. A big hit. And that one's going to bounce off the left corner defender there, number 7, Lavinia. And go out the back way for a nice point. As Bush steps behind the line again. A great rally there. First one we've seen tonight. And the Bruins are going to be able to thwart off this serve as well. Blocked at the net. Pops back over to Seminoles. They're going to soft serve it back to the Bruins. The Bruins able to make a play now. Gets a great set to the hitter. She's going to get a hit on it. Dug out. A booming hit, just a little too far. So the Bruins are going to get that point. A gray eye on them, letting that one go out. 3-6 now. And the ace woes have seemed to subside it for the Bruins as they're now serving by number 3, Jordan Waters. She's behind the line. She gets it up and catches the net. So serving is Just a small issue right now for the Bruins. Coming into the game for the Seminoles, switching out Brown for number 12, Abby Humans. And she's going to step right behind the line. For her first serve of the game. 7-3 now. Floats that one over. The Bruins going to set for the outside attack. Goes at the net. Jumped a little early, but it went over him anyway. Drops down for the Bruins. The libero on Southeast tried to come and pick up the slack. Not much she could do there. Great placement. And now step behind the line, number 17, Ella Perkins, getting her first serve of the night. She's up. She's over. Good hard serve, too. Seminoles setting it up on the outside action. They throw it over. It's popped in the air for the Bruins. They're at the net. That one does not make it over. So that is going to be a point for the Seminoles. Looked like a little trick play there. They tried to just touch it lightly, tap it over, but just couldn't make the net. Number 6, Kemper on that serve. That one's going to be bounced back and forth. And it's going to end up on Seminole side. Great dig from Kemper there. Griggs, able to put her hands on it. Bruins back the other way. They set it towards the middle. A big hit, just too big. And it goes out of bounds. 9-4 now, a 5-point lead. And Kemper's going to find her way behind the line again. And she's going to get herself an ace, the 4th ace of the night as the libero for Bayshore swapped herself in. Kemper again. Barrow gets a piece of that one, puts it up in the air. On the outside, they attack cross court. It's back up, fakes the middle, goes to the outside, big hit. And that one is going to find its way gracing the corner there. Seminoles 10-4. Check the replay out on that one. As you can see, that was just a thunderous hit. Scrapes the outside edge, no one was there to catch it. Good hit, the Bruins send it back over to libero. Griggs going to spot that one up. Going for the middle attack this time, thwarted by the Bruins. They're back in the air, they try to get it over. A hit from Pena, finds the net instead. 12-4, Seminoles. And they're opening up this lead very early. And these kicks are going to be opening up the bleachers. This crowd is very excited for their team as they're putting in some good work. That one won't arrive, but finds itself back over the net. Seminoles have control. Put it up for the outside hitter again. Number 3, great dig by the libero. And she's going to send that one back over. Another attack. A light attack this time, off of the 2 defenders. Tyra Griggs able just to tap it off the blocking defenders there as they try to rise above the net to block it. Kemper again, gonna get a hit and another ace. 5th ace of the night. And that's going to be a timeout used by the Bruins. So far, at this current moment, the Bruins have been working hard, you know, just trying to first get the ball back over from the serves. And after the serves, they've been able to have some good rallies and have some great work. You can see there, Griggs just able to float that one over with a nice little touch of finesse there, expecting something hard. Everyone else backed up. The blockers rised up just a little bit too early. She's able to bounce it off their head and shoulders and get able to find a point there. It's hard right now for the Bruins as the Seminoles are unrelenting with how hard they're hitting the ball here. Kemper decides to step back behind the line again. As the umpires having a little discussion about the clock, trying to help him get that right. And they do their reserve. We're back at the game here. Hitting the horn. Kemper, left hand slap. Ball goes, it's thwarted back. They're able to get it back over. Dug up by the Seminoles. Fakes the middle attack, goes back to Griggs. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And that is the third time they've gone to Griggs here. Second points he scored. You see they have that big middle fake. That happens, another ace as we were on replay. Going to be the 6th ace of the night. Southeast is doing a great job handling business behind the line before the game even starts and give them a chance to play. A low serve, which is popped high. Libero going to get a piece of it to throw it back over. Two girls going for the ball on the Seminole side. Led to a little confusion there. A nice little back hit from the Bruins. Going to be 15-5 now. Step behind the line, number 4. Zanaya Randall. She gets it over clean. That's one's gonna be popped up and set for herself. Wow. Number 16, Jada Dean. Setting that one up for herself and coming to collect. Great replay, she popped it up, ran up. She's already tall, she got even taller. Jumped by the net and slammed it down. And looking, and she does also get herself an ace. She's having her way out there. 7th ace for the Seminoles. 18-5. Dean. Taking in the moment. Posing.
Yeah, I'm trying to get her.
Oh, never mind. It's 20-5. (18-5). Never mind. A couple technical difficulties. They're trying to figure out how to get the clock back right here. In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, oh, never mind, we're back here. 18-5, never mind what I was talking about. Dean, big hit, touches the net, gets another ace. I'm gonna go ahead and mark that down. That is the 8th ace for the Seminoles in just the first set alone. Dean coming back from more, gets another big hit, which becomes another ace. Be the 9th ace for this team. Maybe I should keep my pen in my hand this time. Another timeout called by Bayshore. You know, as I am here, like I mentioned, we aren't alone today. We are not alone today. We have some special help from MTC. And I want to just give them just a little roll call, just a couple shout outs. Thank you. On camera 1, Chandra Eldridge. And I'm sorry, listen, I've been practicing names. I hope everything's good. But shout out to Chandra on camera 1, her first time live broadcasting. So I hope y'all like what she's putting down because it looks pretty good to me. And don't worry, we'll get into some other faces as the game goes on. Coming back to Jada Dean. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. There's Chandra right there on camera. And there's Jada Dean putting that ball back over the net. This time the Bruins are able to get it back over, but looks like they're going to be called for pushing the ball, carrying the ball essentially in the air. 21-5 now. And the Seminoles are going to sub in number 7, Sophia Mendez. And I believe her family's behind me. I heard them screaming. Another great serve. Great job by the libero digging that one out of the ground there. The Noles going for the middle attack. A little right hand shuffle. Back the other way. And that one falls to the ground. Looks like a little miscommunication. Don't worry, the points will be picked up and put on the board. 22-5 now. as they go back to Jada Dean. She's up, she's in the air. And the Bruins are fighting over it there. They get it back over. Dean pops it up, going for the outside. No, they're going to Griggs. She gets a big hit on it. And that's going to pop off a player's hands. And with that, it's 23-5. Dean back the other way. That one is gonna find its way over. Sent right back. A little pick and pop from Rachel Lake. Right there in the middle. Right place, right time. Ball comes her way. And she just gives it a little flea flicker right there, a little pop. And he was able to find his way to the ground. 24-5 game point as Jada Dean lines up again behind the line. A big hit, great dig, great set. Great block by the Seminoles. Lake again, trying to work her magic a second time. That one's gonna go to the back row. Popped up for Lake, and she's gonna touch it again. Back the other way for the Bruins. They try to get a big hit. Can't find their way over the net. 25-5 is how the first one ends. Southeast taking that set. 25-5, all right. Seeing the replay there, they gave her a good set. And she just wasn't able to rise above and get it over. I think it's very simple what's going on here as far as this game. The Seminoles have come to handle business. They're standing on business. And they are doing a fantastic job serving, as I count 9 aces just in that first set alone. And, you know, he's got some really big athletic girls out there who are able to come and put on just a showing right now. You know, they got some good hitters. Griggs has been terrorizing the other side there. Every time they give it to her, it seems like she's getting a point. And Jada Dean behind the line has been also great as well. Not much to say on that, but ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back with more MSTV in just a few moments. Next timeout, I'm gonna do some more names and shout out.
Roger that.
On these games, they were finding holes, they were being runners on, and they were scoring the runs. So if you stick to that plan, you should be able to get some damage done.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to MSTV Game of the Week presentation. We are at the home of the Bruins as the Seminoles came and took over the first set there, winning it 25-5 with 9 aces, which is absolutely amazing in the first set alone. So we'll be coming back here and seeing what the Bruins have, if they have any answers to be able to stop this onslaught from the Seminoles. Got some great spotlights there. Jada Dean who was the last flame on the Seminoles, really bringing it together. And Tyra Griggs, who's been on the outside, absolutely torching the ball, hitting it super hard. As we go to the Bruins, Lavinia able to serve that one. Finds the net, so first points will go to the Seminoles. And Griggs gonna find herself behind the line this time. Gets a serve on it. They get a dig on it. And it's hit over. A great block at the net, 14 and 13, Brown and Lake. Again, some of the taller girls on the squad, so they're able just to hawk, and that one was all Brown. 2 hands on it and patting it down. Griggs behind the line, up and away. That one popped in the air. Back over the net. Pop to the outside. Ooh, a big hit on that one. Number 6, Annabelle Kemper. Able to find her striking zone, got up high, and sent that one down. Griggs behind the line, playing a little patty cake. Smacks the ball across, and is gonna find herself another ace. Let me grab my pen. That is the 10th ace of the game. Third one up in the air. That one's gonna find its way back over. Seminoles setting up for the dual attack. They're gonna go in the middle instead and find Mrs. Lake, who's been an absolute huge piece of success for this team, not only defensively, but offensively as well. Griggs finding herself behind the line again. That one's gonna be set in the air and thrown back over. This time for Brown in the corner, popped up by the libero. We're gonna send that one back successfully. Looking for Brown again. She gets the set. Not able to dig that one out there. Makes a great contact with that one. Slowed down when the set came. It came a little closer than she thought it would, but she was able to turn it into something good. As you see a big hit there. Griggs back over and another ace. That will be 11 now. And go back to Griggs. Up and over. Popped in the air. The Bruins finding it back to the outside there. And I believe that's another ace. Let's get to 12. Griggs behind the line. Something we've heard a lot now. She goes back over. The Bruins able to control this one. Getting a big hit there. Got it stuffed at the net. Ooh, a nice hit there from Lavinia. On the outside, able to attack. And the ball got caught up in Brown's arms and then went out of bounds. Pena stepping behind the line for a serve now. Gets a thunderous hit on that one. That one be popped up for Brown, who finds her own net. 2-8 now. As the Bruins are able to make some noise here. A transition coming in. Swapping Zaniyah Randall for, someone went to the bench over there. Ball over the net, up in the air to the middle of Brown. Great dig there from Pena, able to find that one, and an even better job getting it from under the net as the Bruins threw it over again. A big hit from Kemper. That one flew towards Pena, hit the top of her hand. She tried to stop it. Just a little bit too powerful. Going set to the middle set by Holmbeck, putting the ball in the right place, and Bush sending this one over. And And that one goes out of bounds. Great communication from the Seminole squad. 10-2 now. Bush behind the line. Hit that hits the net, but not out. Good job by the Bruins squad here. Caught everyone off guard. That's going to be 3-10.
What was that?
Let's go, Jordan!
Jordan Waters now stepping behind the line.
Make that serve as pretty as you, girl.
Point to the Bruins. And speaking of points to the Bruins, the Bayshore football team handling business against the giant Goliath, known as IMG, up 51-0 right now. It's reminiscent of Bishop Sycamore almost. Seminoles going back to what they know best, and that's Jada Dean, the best way to wake up your breakfast. Get your little Jada Dean there. Jada Dean down the middle, straight flush down to the ground. As the Seminoles find the net on that next serve. What were you guys just saying? I didn't hear what you said. Bayshore. Perkins going to be stepping behind the line now.
So what's the score now?
Up in the air and over. Popped up. Fighting for the rebound there. They're back over. Seminoles up in the air. Holmbeck to the corner. Big hit. And that's the story. Almost knocks a fan's phone out of her hand. Holmbeck able to give a good set there, I believe, to Kemper. As we saw in the replay, she was able to get a good hit as she steps behind the line now, but only finds the net. And now Randall going to find herself behind the line, and that one's going to go just a little bit to the left and outside. Both teams making some substitutions here. And we're going back to old reliable Jada Dean. Behind the line, going to find the net here. Not reminiscent of her old serves as the Bruins are slowly closing this gap here, 13-7 now. More points than they had last time. Yaneli Martinez stepping behind the line now. Big booming hit. And that one's going to fall over the middle of the net. Both touch it. Holmbeck's going to come out on top there. There's a little Romeo and Juliet. They met at the net, and Holmbeck was able to best it. Pushed it just hard enough for it to fall over. So the Snows are going to get another point here, 15-7. Back over. The other way. They're not going to be able to do that. And there's going to be another ace there. 13 aces so far. If my math is correct, 16-7 is the score. Never mind, 14 aces so far for the Seminoles. 17-7 now. Holmbeck behind the line. Up and over. Ball is in the air. And the Bruins hit it just a little bit too hard there, and it gets served out of bounds.
They can't see us though, right? Can they hear our voices?
And Holmbeck again behind the line.
We didn't say names. We didn't say names. Saw your head.
No substitution being made there. Holmbeck slows it over. Bruins up in the air again and are unable to get that serve back. Let me grab my pen. That is going to be the 15th ace of this match. 19-7 at this point now.
Let you heard what she just said? Is it going to get put somewhere? Where's it going to be put on? Huh?
You want to do it now?
That was good. Let's go, Lavinia!
All right.
It's live.
Wait, what's the account?
And another point for the Seminoles, bringing them to 20-8. But again, like I said, we aren't doing this broadcast alone, so we want to shout out another person here. Camera 2 being manned by Kayla Barrow. This is her second time recording. We appreciate her. She came fully dripped out, came fully fitted for today's game, and I can appreciate fashion because, listen, camera work is temporary, but fashion is forever. So thank you to Kayla for being out here holding it down. Back to the game. We got the Bruins. Hold on 1 second. We're having a little clock trouble. So timeout has been called. Let's do a little bit more roll call of our peoples here. We want to shout out to Mr. Xavier McDaniel, who's here today. He's shadowing. We also want to shout out Mr. Cam Newman, who's also shadowing. Something cool about Cam is that he has a pet lizard named, and I think his name is Low-Key or Loki. I can't tell. On the paper it's L-O-W and then some cursive writing. So I'm gonna say Loki. But shout out that pet lizard, man. You know, in Florida, it's probably it's like living in a mansion for a lizard in Florida. I can only imagine. Anyway, back to the game. Griggs behind the line, gonna get a big hit and another ace. I'm gonna grab my pen. As I mark 16 aces now at this point for the Seminoles, 22-8. It's Griggs stuck behind the line again. She's gonna float this one over. That one's gonna get popped up and slammed back down by number 13, Rachel Lake. What you guys say? Ellis. They put DeLone here. Her last name is Ellis. Oh, Mary Ellis. Oh, I thought you were saying her last name right. All right, after this point. And another point stolen there by the Bruins. Able to fight back here as it's 24-9. As the Seminoles find a hit from Bush, which should be put up. And a great block there by both the girls on the front, bringing this set to a close. 25-9. And just great defense from the Seminoles Southeast team. Again, another shout out we want to do is to our main person manning camera 3, Mary Ellis did alone. And there she is. Mary Ellis wearing the camo joints. There she is, waving at the camera. We appreciate her joining us here. This is her first time not interviewing someone, so she's switching it up today. Just like me, this is my first time in life not having hair. So we're all doing something a little bit new and a little bit different. Furthermore, we want to thank my main man, Mr. Thomas Lizer, with the replays, because he's been absolutely stellar tonight, getting you guys some of those good revisits of some of these great hits that these Knowles girls are putting on the court here. And his interesting fact is he has a quote, "What do I put here again?" So not the best writer, you know, but replays is his thing. He's doing his thing behind the camera. Another great person here is our field camera operator, Joseph Jammer. I'm not even going to attempt the last name because I don't want to mess anyone up. But Joseph, aka Jammer, holding down the field camera, and she said her fun fact is she's, well, not she, but Mr. Jammer, older than Carl. So if you don't know, Carl is the great, brilliant mind who puts all this stuff together for us at MSTV. He is a great guy who's been doing this, I believe, for 3 years now, and I've been doing it with him. Usually he's in the truck, so you probably never see him, and that's for good reason, as he's also an Eagles fan, and we know we don't believe in that here in Florida. Oh, hey, look, there's the crew right there. Shout out to them. But it's the most important thing about Carl, from the mean streets of Philly all the way down in Florida. And we want to give a shout out here to our camera 4 operator, Remus Hornsby, who has a pet snake named Fago, just like the soda. Fago. I wonder what kind of snake it is. I wonder if it's like a python, a bull snake, a garden snake, a chicken snake. I don't know. You know, I'm not too familiar with all the animals. Let me see. While we're also here, we'd like to shout out to the director, Parth Tripathi. He's been with us for a long time. We appreciate him, a returning veteran member. He has his stripes. He's probably earned a medal how much he's done for MSTV here. And he wants to let you guys know that this is not his first time broadcasting. He's really doing this at a almost, pretty much professional level. He's doing this for real. We love the crew. We always appreciate the crew, especially MSTV connecting with MTC, building a better community for Manatee County. As we get back into the game here, I'm going to have myself a swig of my tea. I'll be right back. We got Holmberg back behind the line again. She sends that one over, and it gets its return to sender. Faking the inside attack, they go to Brown, who hits it soft. Bruins gonna get that one, the piece off of Brown's hands, and they're gonna call that one. Okay, they're gonna say it hit off of the net there, and they're gonna, no. There it is. Okay, so yep, they gave that one to the Bruins as it tipped off of Brown's arm and fell out of bounds. Holmbeck setting it in the air. Brown from the corner gets a big pop, a great dig there. Ooh, and a great send from the Bruins, a team effort there. Sugar, spice, and everything nice to bake that cake, and able to get to a great dig on the ground there, as you saw in the replay. The catalyst of starting that. A great serve as well. That one gets over the net to Brown in the corner. He's going to go cross country, no jumper. Absolutely dead-eyed, locked on there. Leaning back off the back shoulder. finds the court and finds a point. And the Seminoles also find the net as we go 3-1 here. Set behind the line, number 21, Pena. Holmbeck sets that one up in the air. A little miscommunication on the Bruins side. And the ball is going to go back to the Seminoles as it's 2-3 now. Last set ended 25-9. First one ended 25-5. Bush steps behind the line, delivering destruction. That one finds its way back a lot quicker than the Seminoles expected. Back to the Bruins, they're over the line as well. As it's a rally going on here. Bush gonna pop that one, flies over. Smack back the other way, Bush gonna set it. Holmbeck gives it to JD Dean. Up the middle, coming through like Marshall Falk. Rising up like Jordan. Giving it to Boom like those two guys on TikTok. And that's another ace. That is, I believe, the 17th ace of the day. Bush back behind the line. Taking a breath. Bringing the hand back. And finding another ace. That's going to be the 18th ace of the day. And Bush again going to work. Behind the line. Hand back. Another slap. Another ace. That is 19. Same thing, Bush. Doesn't get the ace this time. Able to get it over net. She pops it up. Set for Jada Dean. She's not playing serious business when Jada Dean's in the middle. Let's check the replay there. Ball gets soft served. Bush puts it in the air. Holmbeck sets it. Jada Dean brings it down. Seminole team not playing around. You see why they're 7-0. 7-3 now. Bush is going to fly that one over. And it's going to be sent back. Set by Holmbeck for Brown this time. She's going to find it. Great effort by the libero. Trying to get that one off the ground. Just couldn't. Rebound there. Sorry, replay, excuse me. And the timeout call. This team has been absolutely electric tonight, the Seminole squad. Getting up, powering the ball down hard. Just really having their way however they want it. This Bruins team has been doing great as well. Great effort on both sides. Some great digs I've seen from these girls. They've been getting low, scrubbing the ground, getting that ball up, especially after some of these big hits, and able to contest and prevent some of these hits from going out. Sorry, not going out, but being able to control the hit as it comes in and pop it back in the air to give their team a chance to set it and get it back over the net. Bush behind the line, up in the air. That one went a little far to the back. The Bruins are still going to touch it. Jada Dean does not care at all, no regard for anything but beating up the ball tonight. I hope it has health insurance. Straight to her and straight down. Bush back in the air, flies it over. Ball set nicely. And the point will be given to the Bruins as the girls reached over to the other side, didn't give the ball a chance to cross the plane, and they also touched the net. So it's going to be 3-10 now, as you see on the replay. The net doing a little wibble wobble after the hit. You can't do that.
Hype up Bayshore.
Bruins the other way. Seminoles going out there. A little karate kick on the ball there from the coach. Be 9-5 now. Up in the air, across the court, dug out of the ground. Popped up by Holmbeck. Great set from behind. That was crazy. Bruins send it back over Bush. Holmbeck, Jada Dean. A little light tap this time. Back over Bush. Holmbeck to Brown. Brown gonna go and catch just a piece of the line. Just the back sliver of the line there. Just a little hairline catch there. Just barely gracing a little bit before the back line. And she's gonna be swapped out of the game here for number 12, Abby Umens. And Abby's gonna go reach up, get a little hit on it. The Bruins back over the other way. Jada Dean, a little block job. Holmbeck lying out on the ground. And her effort is for naught, as the Bruins are going to be able to get that point there. 10-6. Behind the line, Perkins. She finds her stride. Gets it over the net. They're going to get it back the other way. A great effort there from number 10, Mendoza. Christie laying out, scraping up the bow. Love the effort.
Good job, Christy.
Kemper finding her way. Pass and go and collecting her an ace. That will be their 20th ace of the night. And I have lost my pen. It's falling down. I can't read it. 13-6 now, as this
Let's go, Bayshore!
Seminoles crowd here keeps heating up. We got Kemper behind the line one more time. And she gets a good hit on that one. And gonna find another ace, the 21st one. It's starting to become incalculable how many aces have happened tonight, as it's 14-6. And the cam coming towards the crowd as they're hyping themselves up. As you can see, the Seminoles not only brought a team, but they brought their cheer squad. And so they've been giving them a lot of great support tonight. 14-6. Kemper up and over. That one, boom, down. Out of bounds, though. Great eye on the Bruins. Big hit from Griggs. Griggs really cracked that one good. But it goes out of bounds. Behind the line, Christy Mendoza, a player who's shown some great effort on defense, showing a good attempt there on the serve. Just goes out of bounds. (16-7) now. As we have Jada Dean stepping behind the line, coming from the corner pocket. That one's gonna find the bottom of the net there. Swapping into the game now for the Bayshore, number 3, Jordan Waters, a name we've seen before. And Martinez stepping up behind the line now. She doesn't go in the air. She's airborne. Clear for takeoff. Jada Dean pops it up. Holmbeck sets it to Griggs. She's going to get a big hit. Going to go off the wrist of the Bruins. A little flick of the wrist there. And that one goes out 17-8. Seminoles up. Look at that. Comes from way back. Throws the hands back so she can get more power and drive herself up in the air. Holmbeck behind the line again, gets a good slap on the ball. Great job there from the Bruins, having good eyes, stepping out of the way. That was number 6, Linda. She had great eyes on that one, stepped out of the way and let it go out of bounds. Good hit from the Bruins there. That one's dug up by Griggs, set by Holmbeck, and hit by Humans. Back the other way. Bruins back over the net. Jada Dean running to her teammate, getting that one. Griggs gonna get her piece of it, and that one's gonna go find itself in the crowd and hit someone in the head. Oh man, you know, here at the volleyball games, you can never be too careful. You gotta keep your head on the swivel out here. You just never know what may happen. 18-9. That one's popped up in the air. Not able to find its way over. 19-9 now.
Yeah. Do you know how to change it? No. Here.
As we have our, I believe they're twins. Both of our line judges, I believe, are twins. They've been doing a phenomenal job now, giving hand signals. They don't have flags like they typically do. That one's going to find the net there. A point for the Bruins. Yeah, but I believe the line girls, I believe, are twins.
Let's go, man!
And it looks like there's going to be a timeout called on the field. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back with some more MSTV. Don't go anywhere just yet. We'll be right back soon. Am I tripping, or are the line girls like twins? They look exactly the same. So the line girls look like twins, the girls in the corner?
Let's go, Bayshore!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, after the break there. Coming out of the timeout here, the biggest point set we have for the Bruins as they find the net. 10 points so far, so they've been steadily increasing with each set as we are 20-10. And the Seminoles seem to be cruising to repeat history, maybe going 3-0 again this year as they did last year. Bush delivering destruction to the ball as it goes over and she finds herself another ace. An incalculable number. I would need a quantum computer to figure out how many aces they've had so far. It's been so many. 21-10. The Bruins are going to be able to get that one back over. That one popped in the air and an assist from the ceiling.
Let's go, Bayshore!
Even the gym's getting involved here to help this Bruins effort. 11-21. The Bruins going to be able to get the ball behind the line here. Jordan Waters puts that one up. Bush digs that one out. Holmbeck gives it to Jada Dean. She gets it over. The Bruins have the answers. They put it back over. Bush to the corner. Dean lightly tosses it over. Great dig there. They're going to get it over. No set. Straight, a little finger roll action. A big hit that's going to find the net. 22-11.
Yeah, for Bayshore.
And a substitution coming in for the Seminoles. As you have Humans stepping behind the line, Abba Humans. We've seen her before a few times. She's up and away. A little hit there. A little something there. The Bruins going to find herself for ice. Has to be, I believe, maybe 24 at this point. My math is correct. 23-11. Seminoles are cruising in on this victory here. Humans getting a hit on the ball, and it's just going to fall slightly over. It was all a part of the plan. 24-11. The ball tickles the net there, threw off the Bruins as all the defenders were back. And they weren't able to get that one the other way. Up in the air again. This time the Bruins prepared, ready to get that one. It's going to find itself Bush getting low with one hand, able to get that one over. Seminoles able to find it, and it hits the ground off a long back shot there. 25-11 is the final score for this last set. The set that will end this match as the Seminoles take this one again, like last time, like last year, 3-0. Great effort on both sides. I love the Bruins, man. They look hungry. They look like they're learning. They look like they're ready to go. This will add another victory to the column of the Seminoles. Now they are 8-0, and they're putting together a monster program so far. In other news, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you all supporting us at MSTV Game of the Week, because without y'all, we wouldn't be able to do this. And most importantly, your viewing and participation helps us make students' dreams come true. We also like to thank the students who are helping us out from MTC today. They've been amazing, as you can see. And until next time, we hope that you enjoyed the show and you have a great night.